Hi guys, Daz here with a comic haul number 6 on a beautiful almost summer's day in Gloucestershire, England. We were in the middle of a 2-day heat wave. We've had the worst weather on record, probably snow up to a few weeks ago, but now it's gorgeous. I'm waiting to get in the garden and read some books. But in the meantime, it's like I said, yesterday was New Comic Book Day, and I raced over because I like to get in the shop early. I knew it was going to be a big week for me. Didn't really understand how big it was going to be because Action Comics 1000's come out. Yes, DC's Action Comics, the first issue to ever reach 1,000, has reached the milestone. And I remember a little while back going in and ordering Action Comics 1000 and all the variants. Possibly a mistake. Here we go with the story. So, picked up, this is Action Comics 1000, and this is the regular cover by Jim Lee and Scott Williams. And this is the first appearance of a new villain, a new Kryptonian villain, called Rogol Zar. And he is going to be quite a main player, I think, from what I gather. So you want to look out for that. I could show you a picture of him. It's near the back, but I'll let you. I don't want to spoil things. But look out for that villain. So anyway, these books are pricey, as we know. $7.99 over in the States. It's £7 here. That's the regular cover. Now, my shop had all the covers for me from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and so on. And I didn't realise how much they were going to be. They're £8 each. So I just picked up the one for this week and I said, can I pick up the rest next week? Because it's been a heavy month. We've been away a few times. It's been an anniversary, things like that. So I picked up. This is the variant Libra Gemo 2000s cover. It's just quite stunning. I actually think the older covers look a bit better, so I'm looking forward to getting them next week. But again, you know, I'm picking them up from the shop, and they're still not what I call near mint. And for that sort of price, you know, I can't be happy really. You know, the regular, for instance. No, yeah, the regular. You can't really see it, but it's got a bit of a wonky line down the bottom. So can't be happy at that. So that was the only 2 Action Comics I picked up, the Milestone Edition. Like I say, why I'm spending so much money, because I intend to get them all. But leaving them for the kids when I'm long gone, I suppose. But I think they make it nice looking, quite an attractive set. Yeah, I've always said stay away from the variants, and I'm going against what I believe. But it could be a decent book. I know it's probably mass-produced, but it's nice to have in the collection, isn't it, if nothing else? Okay, so on to my favourite storyline currently, which is Avengers No Surrender. As you know, I got 27 books signed on Saturday by Al Ewing. This is the next in the series. This is 689, and that's the regular Brooks cover. Regular Mark Brooks cover. And I quite like this cover as well. This is the variant Chris Sprouse, End of an Era cover. Going to be a good battle in that one. Looking forward to that. Okay, on to the big book. And we've got some interesting news. We've got the first cameo appearance of the second Red Goblin. A second one. That's interesting. Well, here's the stunning Alex Ross cover, and that is beautiful. Like I said, this is the first appearance of the Red Goblin 3, who is played by Normie Osborn. Who's he, you say? Well, I'll show you in a sec. That's the regular cover. And here is the variant Humberto Ramos connecting cover. Like I said, I usually like to pick up the second prints of these, but I missed out this week on 7.96, is it? Or 7.97, one of those two. I think it's 7.97 actually. So I'm hoping to get that next week. That's a stunner as well. These covers are beautiful. Now, like I said, this is the first appearance of a character, the Red Goblin 2, played by Normie Osborn. Normie Osborn, otherwise known as, here we go, his first appearance, full name, Norman Harold Osborn III. And he first appeared, this is a book to look out for, this was being talked about on the CBSI website, I think Saturday or Sunday. So of course it got my brain thinking, I'd seen this comic somewhere before. So I racked my brains and I realised there was a shop next to my place of work where I sing me songs. And it's like a games and collectibles shop. I've had quite a few decent books off them. But, you know, I asked to see different books, you know, when we can be bothered sort of thing. They don't really interact too well with the customers. But still, you know, their books are £1. I've picked up like the first Red Hood there. A couple of Silver Age books in the past for £1 or £2. You can't moan really. Picked up the first Infinity Gauntlet, the other day for £2 off them. But this time, I was looking out for a first appearance, and that first appearance of Normie Osborn is in this book, Amazing Spider-Man 263. There we go. Now I remember seeing this, thinking it was something to do with Spider-Kid, but that's not the case. This is the first appearance of Normie Osborn, Red Goblin number 2, as a baby, I believe. But he is not named, so that's 263, but he is not named until issue 265. We all know that issue. That's the first appearance of Silver Sable. So that's, if you're a completist, and I know a lot of you guys are, head out, because this book, again, was probably a £5-6 book a week or two ago. You'll do well to get it under 20 now. Amazing how the comic market works. 263 and 265 is the first time he is named. Okay, a couple of good books there. Right, pop down the car boots. Didn't have much there at all, to be fair, but I did find this one book. Paid £2, would have been happier with a quid. But this is a Thor, and this is Thor 22 from the year 2000, and this is the first appearance of Thor Girl. Yeah, Thor Girl. And her name is Tareen. It's in the encyclopedia, so I hunted it down. Me and the family watched a fantastic new show on Netflix last night. Has anyone seen it? I'd love to hear your feedback. Lost in Space. Now, I remember as a kid watching it and quite enjoying it, the old black and white series. I'm not that old, but it was like replayed. And yeah, so it is absolutely fantastic, emotional. I'm not going to make any spoilers, but please check out Lost in Space. You won't regret it. I thought it was fantastic. Really good sci-fi adventure. Okay, so now onto a few books that I have acquired through the post. Forgot even ordering some of these. 3 packages from Forbidden Planet and 1 package from eBay. So, first, I've kind of opened them already, but I generally don't know what's in these. First one is, oh, very nice. I'm waiting just to see the damage to it. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah. Okay, so this is the first one. This is Thanos 18. The end of the storyline. But this is the variant cover. Thanos 18. Happy to add that one to the collection. These Thanos books are so hot, it's unbelievable. You know, if you've got any on them, I advise you to hold them, really. Because Thanos 13 is going up and up and up. Over $200 for a 9.8 now. And raw copies easily 60, 70, even 100 I've seen. raw copies of Thanos 13. I've got 3, and I'm not letting them go yet. Now this is a good book. Again, I picked this. This was mentioned on one of the forums, CBSI again, I think. I was informative, and this is I picked up Exiles #1 the other day, the first appearance of the Exiles team. That was on Monday, I think. But today I've got an Exiles issue #1 again of the new series. I've heard bad things about the book, but the reason I bought this is because this is the first appearance of Valkyrie on the cover. You know, Valkyrie from the Thor movie. So this is her first appearance on the cover of a book. And possibly even her first appearance in a book. I'm not sure about that. See? It's not the Valkyrie we remember from the comics. It's the Valkyrie we remember from the movie Ragnarok. Played a pretty good part. I enjoyed her in the Creed film as well. You know, she played the deaf musician girlfriend of Michael B. Jordan. The actress, can't think of her name now. But that's a pretty cool book. Glad to add that. That's a variant cover, by the way. That is the variant of Exiles #1. On to the next package. Oh yeah. Is this the Young Guns one? I think it is. Could be wrong. Another copy. So that's 2 full sets I've got now of Amazing Spider-Man 798. Again, mass produced, but so was New Mutants 98, and look where that went. So I'd advise you to hold on to them if you've got maybe 2 sets. You never know. Red Goblin's here to stay. That's it. My final package from Forbidden Planet. Oh, that's it. Just stick 2 books in one bag. 3 books in one bag. Oh yeah, that's the way to save on cost, isn't it? Forbidden Planet, I'd ask you. What am I paying for? Right, first one is a second copy of Stappity Bunny #2. And that's the second print, I believe. Like I say, that is a hot series. I got Stappity 1 as a prize in my 100 subscriber entry contest. So please check that book out, because that is well worth it. So different. Thanos 18. Sorry, let's get it right. I said variant cover, didn't I? That is the regular cover I spoke of earlier. Sorry, boo-boo there. Ugh. This is the variant cover. That is the variant. Thanos 18. Apologies for that, guys. I've got so many of these Thanos books I lose track. So that's the regular and variant. This book, been looking forward to. My daughter, like I said, my daughter put me onto this guy last year before it even hit really big with the comics. This is Supergirl 20. His final cover by Stanley Archer Lau. Sorry. Fantastic. Supergirl 20. I'm not sure where he's going next. Can't remember. I do know, but I can't think at the moment. I did enjoy his Thor, actually. I thought his Thor was fantastic. Okay, now this is an interesting one. Now this is a package. It's advertised for $2.99. So this is, I haven't even seen the condition of the books. I can't even remember what they are, other than one book that I'm hoping is in the package. Because, let's have a look. I'm scared to look, really. Wow. So, how do you package it like that? Good Lord. Right, there it is. It's got a bit of a dinged up corner. But this book, for $2.99, I can't complain really. It came as part of 3. Don't know anything about... They're all Vertigo comics, I believe. Why package them in 2 pieces of card with 3 books in the middle, and then on the envelope saying please don't bend, and the envelope comes bent. Learn how to package books, guys. Jeez. Right. So first one is Coffin Hill #1. Again, no real interest in this. This would be put as a prize at some point. That's Coffin Hill #1. Second one is Frostbite #1. Again, no real interest. I might give it a browse. It'll probably be a prize at some point. The third book is the reason I picked up this package. And this is because there's a film coming out on September the 20th, 2019. And it's a DC Vertigo film. So Vertigo Comics and DC are making a film. And that film is called The Kitchen. Yeah. I didn't really know anything about it either. But I've looked it up and I've ordered it. Now, you won't get them cheaper than about 9 or 10. I was always happy to get it for effectively £1. And this film is going to be set in the 1970s in Hell's Kitchen. Not too much known about it, but it is going to be Melissa McCarthy, you know, the comedian, she's going to be in it, and Tiffany Haddish. But that's one to look out for, because this book will get hot. When that film's out next year, it is going to be very hot. So get on The Kitchen #1 from Vertigo Comics. Talking of films that are coming out, how about the Black Hawks movie? There is a Black Hawks movie coming. Oh, let's get that put down a minute. Okay, this is my new shirt. My mum bought me this on Monday. She knows what I like. Spoils me sometimes. Can't really see it, but it's got the Batman logo on it. Yeah, so there's a Steven Spielberg, who said he'd never do anything to do with superhero films, is making one. Well, is it a superhero film? Not really. But it's a DC classic, The Black Hawks. Oh, there's the Iron Spider's back up. And yeah, he's signed on to do that, and that's going to be made in about 2 to 3 years, I think. So, now I was looking, obviously Black Hawk prices are an absolute fortune. But one book to look out for, guys, is Black Hawk 244. Now that book came out in about 83 or 84. Now obviously originals were in the 1950s and 60s. But the last one, the first run ended in 1963, and then 20 or so years later, like I said, in the early 80s, came out 244, and that is the first new appearance of the new team, Black Hawks. So I'm going to try and grab one of those, I think. They're quite cheap online at the moment, £3 to £4. That could be a book that could really heat up, because not many of us can afford, very few people I'd know that could afford a Black Hawks #1 from the original series, in any grade, really. Yeah. That's it, really. Oh, and I see that the Harlequin, the Suicide Squad 2 film's been put back. Probably a good thing, because the Birds of Prey film is coming out. So look out for that book. I'll let you look and find out, because I'm trying to get one at the moment. First appearance of the Birds of Prey. Okay, so that's Dazzie, over and out. Take care. I should have some more movie spec books coming in soon. Bye.